Welcome back, everybody. At this point, I would like to cover UPC codes and FNSKU codes. So let's talk about them and what they are, because moving forward now, you're going to need to understand about these different codes. A UPC code, UPC stands for Universal Product Code, and you will have seen a UPC code many times. Every time you buy something, either in a store, offline, or you buy something online, it has a UPC code on it. And when you go into a store, a physical store, and buy something, and you go to the checkout, the UPC code, that's what gets scanned at the checkout. So you know exactly what I'm talking about. Every product has its own unique UPC code. That is every product, not every unit of a product. So for example, if you were selling a rear bicycle light and you had a UPC code for that rear bicycle light, you could sell as many units of that rear bicycle light, it would be the same UPC code. But if then you decided to sell a front bicycle light, or perhaps a pack of 2 lights, a front light and a back light, that would become a different product and it would need its own UPC code. You are going to need a UPC code in order to create your own listing on Amazon. On the PDF handout that goes with this lecture, you're going to find out where to get one, and you can get them for $5. There is a website, there are a couple of websites on the handout that goes with this lecture. So you will only need one UPC code to begin with, because you're only going to be selling one product. And when you purchase a UPC code, you're just purchasing the number. So this number down here, the barcode graphic, that's this part here in red. You need to get that separately, but that is free. So the barcode graphic is the image above the UPC code. When you purchase a UPC code, very often you can download the graphic right there from the website you purchased the UPC code from. If not, on the PDF handout, I have given you a website you can go to online and download the graphic. And once again, you pay for the UPC code, they're $5 each, but you don't pay for the graphic. As well as UPC codes, we have something called an FNSKU code. FNSKU stands for Fulfillment Network Stock Keeping Unit. And this is Amazon's own barcode. And every item at the FBA warehouse has an FNSKU code. At this point in the course, we have talked about FBA and why you should use it. We haven't talked about the procedure yet for sending your stock to FBA. We haven't got there yet. We'll be getting there a little bit later on. But when you do send your stock to FBA, to the warehouse, your units must have a barcode on them when they arrive at the FBA warehouse. If they don't, they'll be rejected. So they either must have a UPC code on them or an FNSKU. If they have a UPC code on them, Amazon will affix their own FNSKU label over the top of your UPC code. But you have to pay for that. Therefore, it makes sense to put your own FNSKU code label on the items. Either you do it yourself or you have it done at a third-party inspection company such as FBA Inspection. Because if you have the FNSKU code on your items, you don't need to have the UPC code on your items. And in fact, you can only have one code visible. So if Amazon is going to stick their FNSKU code over your UPC, they're going to stick it on the top of your UPC, so there's only one code visible. Okay, now I've tried to make this as clear as possible. Make sure you download the PDF handout, but if you do have any questions about this lecture, then please do ask on the Q&A. Okay, let's move on.